There's no shortage of Christmas films out there to watch. As a matter of fact, watching a good Christmas movie has pretty much become its own holiday tradition. Welcome to Cinemapills. And today we're giving you our top 10 favorite Christmas movies of all time. And remember, this is only our opinion. There are so many great Christmas movies out there, so if we leave one of your favorites off, just remind us in the comment section. Before we get to our list, we are coming out with new videos all the time, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so we can keep bringing you amazing content. Now on to the list. Number 10, Die Hard. We are fully aware that this is a debatable entry. Even Bruce Willis himself had commented that this is not a Christmas movie. But with all due respect to Mr. Willis, we respectfully yet strongly disagree. How can you say this movie isn't a Christmas movie when he wrote, "Now I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho," on the dead guy's shirt?
Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho.
Starring Bruce Willis as a police officer who finds himself in the middle of a huge art heist, Die Hard fills the viewers with Christmas magic. We can hear the soothing voice of Hans Gruber, played by the late, great Alan Rickman.
Not a lot to ask. Alas, your Mr. Takagi did not see it that way, so he won't be joining us for the rest of his life.
While also enjoying the TV dinner that is Bruce Willis trapped in a ventilation shaft. And who can forget the Christmas miracle of running barefoot across broken glass? So, grab your eggnog and cookies, and let's go to Nakatomi Plaza together. Number 9, The Christmas Chronicles from 2018. Definitely the newest movie on this list, but it's good enough that we think it deserves a place among the classics. Starring Kurt Russell as Santa Claus, Christmas Chronicles tells the story of a brother and a sister who catch Santa in the act of delivering presents.
Live and in person. One night only.
Can you go ho ho ho?
I don't go ho ho ho. That's a myth.
However, after things go wrong and the sleigh crashes, Santa needs their help to get things back on track. This movie not only has that good Christmas feel to it, but it's also incredibly funny. Kurt Russell isn't the fat Santa that we've come to know, and he hates saying ho ho ho. That's just, as he puts it, fake news. That's right, we just quoted the movie there, but he can sure sing and has a knack for speaking Elvish. This is a Netflix production, so if you have that streaming service, go give it a look. You definitely won't be disappointed. Number 8, The Santa Claus. Who doesn't love Tim Allen? Many of us grew up watching him as Tim the Toolman Taylor from the wholesome family sitcom Home Improvement. In 1994, he ventured onto the big screen as a divorced businessman, Scott Calvin. As he celebrates Christmas with his son, they awaken in the middle of the night to find Santa on their roof. But in an unfortunate series of events, Calvin must assume the role as the big man.
Santa! You killed him!
What he doesn't realize is that the job doesn't just end on that Christmas night. A year of unexplained weight gain and unnatural beard growing abilities prove that there is more to this job than he thought.
I'm in big trouble.
It seems that he might have to suit up again for another Christmas season. This classic will make you appreciate your family during the holidays. Number 7, Scrooged. Everyone knows about A Christmas Story, Grumpy Mr. Scrooge and the Three Christmas Ghosts.
I'm going to be visited by 3 ghosts tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow's bad for me, Lou. As a matter of fact, the whole rest of the week is a washout.
But what happens when the main character is played by Bill Murray? Then you get a hilarious Christmas comedy, Scrooged. A young, hotshot TV executive is only concerned with the success of his company during the holiday season, and it doesn't matter who or what gets in his way. Well, that's until he's visited by 3 ghosts, just like Ebenezer Scrooge. However, these 3 ghosts weren't just about teaching lessons. Sometimes you have to smack, kick, and hit with toasters in order to get your point across. Every holiday movie makes it a goal to let their viewers count their blessings during the season of love and joy. Although this movie leaves you doing the same thing, you'll also be laughing the entire time. Number 6, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The made-for-TV classic from 1969, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, is possibly one of the most watched Christmas classics of all time. It tells the story that we all know and love of the misfit reindeer who gets shunned from his community because of his glowing nose.
This prepubescent reindeer had a neon whistling nose.
After feeling as if he has no purpose, he leaves his friends and family as to not be a burden to them. But with the help of his friends Hermie and Yukon Cornelius, he finds his way back, just in time to lead Santa and the rest of the reindeer through the snow and fog. One of the biggest reasons why this is one of the best Christmas movies ever is because it takes us back to our childhood. We would watch it on the cold nights when we knew that Christmas was only a couple of days away. It's a feeling that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. The Rudolph movie brings the real spirit of Christmas back to us. Number 5, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay, this is outside the realm of classic and into the realm of timeless. Charles Schulz has really showed his genius by giving us some amazing characters that were immortalized not only in this Christmas special, but in comics and other TV specials. It is a breath of fresh air to see the true meaning of Christmas told through the voices of children.
I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel.
Believe it or not, that's one of the best things about this movie. Real children read the parts of all the characters. It was especially moving to hear Linus reading the Christmas story, which even today is a rare thing to hear. We also wouldn't make it far into this entry without pointing out the amazing music from Vince Guaraldi. It is such a mellow and smooth sound that he puts together for this movie. Even when the movie isn't playing, his music sets the stage for the perfect night by the fire with a cup of hot chocolate. Don't forget the marshmallows. Number 4, The Polar Express. One thing that sets a good Christmas movie apart from the rest is the writer's ability to put a different spin on the holiday.
I see you've made some new friends.
Yes, sir. I sure have.
It's a lucky lad. It's no greater gift than friendship.
Well, thanks to Robert Zemeckis, who wrote the screenplay, and Chris Van Allsburg, who wrote the book, we have The Polar Express. It is a journey about learning what the spirit of Christmas is all about. Yeah, that sounds cliche, but when you're learning about that spirit while you're on a steam engine bound for the North Pole on Christmas Eve, it becomes more unique. Not only is this film highlighted by the great animation, it is also an excellent example of the amazing versatility and talent of Tom Hanks. Here, he doesn't just voice one character, or 2, or 3, but 6. That's right, the man who can do it all can also speak it all. So, The Polar Express is pretty much Tom Hanks telling us all, Merry Christmas. Which is never a bad thing.
The first gift of Christmas!
Number 3, Elf. How many times after you saw this movie did you catch yourself screaming, Santa? Well, you can thank Will Ferrell for putting that idea in your head. You could not have asked for a better person to be cast as an overgrown elf than Will Ferrell.
You're Santa. What song did I sing for you on your birthday this year?
Happy birthday, of course.
With an already over-the-top sense of humor, he brings it in for a family-fun Christmas classic. As a human baby growing up at the North Pole and raised by much smaller elves, Buddy the Elf is sent out to find his father in New York City. While there, he struggles to figure out how to live as a human when all he can do is live like an elf. You know, eating candy canes and pouring maple syrup on his spaghetti. That kind of elf life. This is an amazing movie for the whole family, so cuddle up under a blanket and get ready to laugh. Number 2, Home Alone. This is the holiday movie that defined so many childhoods in the 90s. Macaulay Culkin stars as a rambunctious kid, Kevin, who's accidentally left home alone while his entire family flies to Paris for a Christmas vacation.
No, that's not it.
What else can we be forgetting?
Kevin!
But while home, he's faced with the dangers of 2 neighborhood burglars played by Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. They have targeted Kevin's house to rob, but they have underestimated him. Yes, this story really does surround a dysfunctional family, but who can't relate to that on some level? We get to see that even in the midst of chaos and confusion, Christmas can bring families back together. Yeah, some people will have paint cans smack them in the face or have their heads burned with blowtorches, but that's what Christmas is all about, right? So, we're gonna have to go ahead and do you a favor and tell you that Santa won't come until you've watched that movie. That's one piece of advice that we'll give you for free. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Before we get to our last entry, don't forget to hit the like button. We want to know what we're doing right for you, our viewers. So let us know. Number 1, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. We won't judge you for saying it, but sometimes it's fun to watch a train wreck. Of course, we mean that figuratively. As the Christmas season approaches, Clark Griswold wants nothing more than to have a perfect Christmas with his family.
We're gonna pull around them and leave them safely behind us. Burn some dust here. Eat my rubber.
As he, his wife, and his kids try to make sure that everything is as perfect as possible, things go south pretty quickly. Cousin Eddie shows up to join the festivities, and even Clark's boss goes back on the promised Christmas bonus. You see? Train wreck. But through all of the shenanigans, you are sure to laugh incredibly hard. The wife Ellen pretty much described it best when she said, "I don't know what to say, except it's Christmas and we're all in misery." So, Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Randy Quaid, we salute you. Thank you for the amazing humor you bring to Christmas. So how did we do? Did we forget any? What movies would you have added to the list? Comment below and let us know. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. See you next time.